Gumball has finally returned to our screens after spending 6 years in hibernation, presumably trapped in the void. Dropping 20 episodes of the brand new Wonderfully Wrote World of Gumball series on Hulu that you can watch right now. If you live in America. Yeah! All around, this is a pretty solid revival. It feels like the show has never left, and they clearly made it their mission to involve as many characters from throughout the series as possible, while introducing new ones. It feels like a celebration of the original 6 seasons that newcomers can jump right into without getting confused. Gumball jacket mention. Now, while this is all fine and dandy, there's absolutely a huge Rob-shaped elephant in the room that these 20 episodes fail to address. There is absolutely zero acknowledgement of the void or the intense cliffhanger that had everyone clamoring for a continuation in the first place. Most people are just going to be content with the new episodes and not even question it, but as someone who's been obsessed with lore and TV shows from the moment I rolled out of the womb, damn it, I want the wacky cartoon to give me some serious answers. Rob is nowhere to be seen, and outside of the cold open for the first episode that was released as the teaser, there's nothing that really alludes to the city of Elmore getting engulfed by an allegory for cancellation. It causes everything to feel a little off. At least for the first few episodes. And it's completely by design, since the highly anticipated Gumball movie got put on hold and doesn't seem to have been greenlit again just yet. Creator Ben Bokule and the team at Gumball had to rework their plans for the bigger picture and shuffle things around a bit to make everything work. Stating in an interview with Telltale TV, this new series was part of a generally bigger commission of Gumball things that we were making. We were working on a movie, which got temporarily delayed, and the series was still commissioned. So narratively, we had to kind of hook back into it. Matt Lazell, who's our showrunner, and Eric Fountain, who's our series director, have done a wonderful job. When you get given CPR and they reanimate you with the pads, that's kinda how it came about. You have no sense of how much time lapsed, Fountain joked. Like, how long was I out? When asked if the series would feature any twist villains in this same interview, Bokule answered with, "No, but we resolved this cliffhanger and that narrative hiccup that happened in between those 2 seasons." It's a very kind of sweet episode, which finally does Rob some justice. So there you have it. The second half of this season will feature an episode dedicated to Rob, the Void, and what the hell happened on that fateful night 6 years ago. It's a little frustrating that we'll probably have to wait until next year, but hey, at least it's coming, and I'm sure it'll be like the first episode back, right? Oh, it's going to be the season finale. What the fuck, dude? In a separate interview with Pace Magazine, Bokule and Fountain are asked about their favorite episode in this comeback season. Fountain says the episode featuring graffiti artist Neckface's work is special, and Bokule teases the season finale, which plugs into what happened in the season 6 cliffhanger, where a void swallows Rob. "We're making everyone earn it," the creator says with an evil laugh. It's a really lovely episode, and I think it puts a twist on things that's quite exciting. To be fair, the article doesn't make it clear if the interviewer assumes if it's a season finale or if Ben himself stated it, but considering it's going to be a big episode with a lot of hype around it, I think it makes perfect sense that they're saving the best for last. But I want it now! I think it's possible that since they had to course correct and release the new series before the movie, they're going to use this episode to resolve the Inquisition while also setting up the movie and putting themselves in a better position than they were in before. Where, even if another season came about before the movie, it wouldn't feel nearly as awkward as it does now. You'd be able to go directly from that episode to the next, or from that episode to the movie, and be fine either way. Ben seems pretty adamant on ensuring that the movie becomes a reality. So I imagine whatever story he had planned back in 2019 isn't too far off from the story he envisions now, especially since the start of the revival just glossed over the void like it was nothing. It's not a story he wants to compromise and do in TV form. The way they're speaking about the upcoming season finale and how it does Rob justice, dubbing it a lovely and sweet episode, I do want to put on my theory cap and throw out the idea that Rob might have essentially sacrificed himself at the end of the Inquisition in order to buy Elmore some more time and keep the void at bay. It'd be a tragic fate for the character, as he was already sent here against his will, was forgotten by Gumball and Darwin, got horribly disfigured escaping the void, and then, after working tirelessly to save the town that overlooked him, somehow he's back where he started, alone in the void, and evidently forgotten by Gumball and Darwin once again. Maybe the season finale is built around Gumball remembering his rival's existence, recalling his plan to take over the school as Superintendent Evil, and the strange tangent he went on about trying to save everyone. All of this motivating Gumball and Darwin to rediscover the void and rescue Rob. The boy has been through the ringer and deserves recognition for all the suffering he's been through. He deserves a happy ending, and it sounds like he's finally going to receive both of those things in an episode that'll ideally see him and Gumball bury the hatchet and move forward as friends. But there's always the chance that Elmore is already in the void, given the glitches sprinkled throughout the new opening sequence and the fact that the very first scene showed us Elmore in literal suspended animation before Gumball suddenly woke up. Considering Ben said that the season finale will put a twist on things, I think we'll end up looking at all these new episodes through a much different lens when it's all said and done. Despite these first 20 episodes lacking any direct acknowledgement of the void, one thing that stuck out to me and feels like it could be related to the storyline is an episode called The Boring, as it's focused on Molly, a side character whose most notable appearance is the first void episode, as Gumball, Darwin, and Mr. Small embarked on a voyage to rescue her from this purgatory-like dimension. As far as we know, the void simply erases the mistakes of the universe and took Molly because she was sort of a nothing burger of a character, which the show leaned into with her next major appearance, the stories, as it's admitted that she's just really fucking boring and a little socially unaware, with Molly turning to Gumball and Darwin for help on improving her storytelling skills. However, The Boring adds a new element to just how boring Molly is, as apparently her ability to yap your ear off now has the bonus effect of slowing down time. It's not just a bit, Gumball and Darwin realize they can take advantage of this and pull off all sorts of time manipulating hijinks at her expense, as she realizes Gumball and Darwin don't actually care about what she has to say. But the ability to slow down time is really interesting to me, as yeah, if you take it at face value, it's just a funny quirk of her character. But if you choose to dig a little deeper, it poses the question of if this is the reason the void erased her from Elmore, as it's something that could counteract the void and stall it from consuming anything else from their wonderfully rude world. Alternatively, I wonder if this could be an effect of Molly being trapped in the void for an indiscriminate amount of time. We know it has the ability to affect people as shown with Rob, who also just seems to have acquired a ton of knowledge about the void in general. Perhaps spending too much time in this dimension causes you to mutate and develop reality-altering powers, like the ability to stop time or alter your form to that of a live-action middle-aged man. Granted, Rob had an entire machine to transform people, so maybe he's just resourceful. The Boring even ends with Gumball and Darwin slowing down time themselves when talking to Molly, which again, at face value, it's because they're just as boring as she is. But these two have also spent time in the void. Gumball has been here like 2 or 3 times, so it could double as a hint that they've also been affected. After all, they get bored in class, but time has never slowed down from a Miss Simeon lecture. I wouldn't think too much of this if the final scene of the original series wasn't time freezing up on Rob as he fell into the void, and Elmore as a collective being put on pause up until the start of the burger. There's just enough of a connection there for me to latch onto, but we'll just have to wait and see. For now, I want to know what you guys think. Are you enjoying the wonderfully weird world of Gumball? How do you feel about having to wait until the season finale for more of the void storyline? Let us know in the comments down below, and keep the conversation going over on Twitter and Instagram at AltricFox and at Roundtable Vids. If you enjoyed this video, please throw it a like, and subscribe to the Roundtable with notifications on so you never miss a Gumball video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day. Peace!